Hello everyone, myself Mr. Jangle Sanket Surendra, lecturer from Mula Education Society's Mula Rural Institute of Pharmacy Sone. Today we will discuss the chapter Nutrition and Health from the subject Health Education and Community Pharmacy. In this chapter, it contains the introduction of nutrition and health, definition, classification, local effect on diet on periodontal health, interaction of immunity, infection, and nutritional status, nutrition and periodontal health interrelationship, effect of nutrition upon oral microorganisms, host nutrition and plaque biofilm, conclusions, etc. Introduction. The diet plays primarily a modifying role in the progression of periodontal diseases. Nutrient deficiencies, excesses, or imbalances do not initiate periodontal diseases, nor do mega doses of supplements cure or prevent periodontal disease. However, nutrition may alter development, resistance, and or repair of a periodontium. Here there are the various definitions. First one, it is of diet. It is a pattern of individual food intake, habit, kind and amount of food eaten. Nutrition, it is defined as science of how the body uses food to meet its requirement of growth, repair, development and maintenance. Nutrition, it is also defined as the relationship between food and energy. Nutritional status, a condition of health as it relates to food and nutrient intake, absorption and utilization. Malnutrition, it is defined as impaired health related to nutrient or caloric deficiency, absorption, utilization or excretion. Now, first of all, we will see a balanced diet. Here you can see a diagram. Okay, what they have given in this diagram, or what is the importance to have a balanced diet. A balanced diet is defined as one which contains a variety of foods in such a quantities and proportion that the need of energy, amino acids, vitamins, minerals, fats, carbohydrates and other nutrients is adequately met for maintaining health, vitality and general well-being, and also makes a small provision for extra nutrients to withstand short duration of leanness. Means in simple, what the balanced diet says, that those energies or those quantities and proportions of a food is required for the maintaining healthy body. A balanced diet has become an accepted means to safeguard the population from nutritional deficiencies. It constructing a balanced diet following principle has to be followed. A daily requirement of protein should be 15 to 20% of daily energy intake. Fat requirement should be limited to 20 to 30% of daily energy intake. Carbohydrate rich in natural fibers constitute should remain energy intake. Requirements of micronutrients should be met. Now, starting with the introduction of nutrition. Nutrition may be defined as the science of food and its relationship to the health. It is concerned primarily with the part played by nutrients in body growth, development, and maintenance. The word nutrient or food factor is used for specific dietary constituents such as proteins, vitamins, minerals, etc. Dietetics is the practical application for the principles of nutrition. It includes the planning of meals for the well and the sick. Good nutrition means maintaining a nutritional status that enables to grow well and enjoy good health. Protein, carbohydrate, and fat had been recognized early in the 19th century as energy yielding foods, and much attention was paid to their metabolism and contribution to the energy requirement. Classification of food. The food is classified in a various types. First one is the classification by origin, in which food is classified into two types: food of animal origins and foods of vegetable origins. Foods of animal origin, the examples are eggs, milk, meat, chicken, etc. And foods of vegetable origins are green leafy vegetables, fruits, cereals, pulses, etc. Classification by chemical composition. According to the chemical composition, it is classified into proteins, fats, carbohydrates, vitamins, and minerals. Classification by a body function. It is classified into three types: bodybuilding foods, such as which is used for making the healthy body, that is milk, meat, poultry, fish, eggs, pulses, etc. Second one, energy giving foods, means which are the richest sources of energies: cereals, sugars, fats, oils, etc. Then the protective foods, which are used to protect the body, means for the development of immunity or development of various factors such as skin, healthy skin, etc. These are the vegetables, fruits, milk, etc. Now, nutrients. Organic and inorganic complexes contained in a food are called as the nutrients. They are broadly divided into two types: macronutrients and micronutrients. Macronutrients are those which are required in a larger quantity. They are proteins, fats, and carbohydrates. And micronutrients are those ingredients which are required in a small quantity. They are vitamins, minerals, etc. Proteins, carbohydrate, and fat had been recognized in the early 19th century as energy yielding foods, and much attention was paid to their metabolism and contribution to energy requirement. Now, here we can see a nutrients, a classification of nutrients. Organic or nutrients means organic and inorganic complexes containing a food. About 50 different nutrients are normally supplied through the food we eat. Each nutrient has specific functions in the body. Most natural food contains are more than one nutrient. It may be divided into macronutrient and micronutrient. Now, starting with the proteins. Proteins are the complex organic nitrogenous compounds composing of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, and sulfur in various amounts. Some proteins also contains iron and phosphorus. The proteins are made up of smaller units called amino acids. The sources of proteins are animal sources and vegetable sources. In animal sources, it contains milk, meat, eggs, cheese, fish, etc. And in a vegetable sources, it contains pulses, cereals, beans, nuts, oil seeds, etc. The daily requirement of protein in a body is a 60 to 65 grams per day for adults. Functions of a proteins: they are necessary for growth and repair of the body, build up new tissues during the period of growth or pregnancy and lactation, required for the formation of digestive enzymes, hormones, plasma proteins, hemoglobin, and vitamins, provide 10 to 15% of the energy during emergencies. Example: starvation, inadequate food intake, acts as a buffer helping to maintain the pH of plasma at a constant level. protein deficiency or the diseases which occurs due to the protein deficiency are degeneration of the connective tissue of the gingioial and periodontal ligament, retardation in the deposition of cementum, osteoporosis of alveolar bone, delayed wound healing, atrophy of tongue, Kwashiorkor disease, and marasmus disease. Now, starting with the carbohydrates. These carbohydrates are divided into two types: simple carbohydrates and complex carbohydrates. Simple carbohydrates are found in foods such as fruits and vegetables, and complex carbohydrates provide vitamins, minerals, and fibers. Foods such as cake, candy, and other refined sugar products are simple sugars which also provide energy but lacks vitamin, minerals, and fibers. So they are known as the simple carbohydrates. And foods such as bread, legumes, rice, pasta, and starchy vegetables contain a complex carbohydrates which may contains a vitamin, mineral, and fibers. The daily requirement of carbohydrates is 300 to 500 gram per day. Functions of carbohydrates: primary function is to provide a source of energy to facilitate body metabolism, that is 1200 kilocalories. Brain and nervous tissue utilizes only glucose as an energy source, that is 5 grams per hour. Muscle, including the heart muscles, derive energy from contraction of stored glycogen. Protein sparing effect: adequate carbohydrate spare protein during metabolism, which can be utilized for growth and repair of the body. Major components of the ground substances are derived from carbohydrates. Fats and oils. Fats are solid at 20 degrees Celsius, and oils called oils if they are liquid at that temperature. Means those which are the solid at 20 degrees Celsius, they are called as the fats, and those which are liquid at the 20 degrees Celsius, they are called as the oils. Fats and oils are the sources of energy. Fat yield fatty acids and glycerols on hydrolysis. Polyunsaturated fatty acids are found in vegetable oils and saturated fatty acids in animal fats. Coconut oil and palm oil contains saturated fatty acids. The sources of fats and oils are animal fats such as ghee, butter, milk, cheese, egg, meat, fish, etc. Vegetable fats are groundnuts, mustard, coconut, etc. And other sources are cereals, pulses, nuts, vegetables, etc. Functions: it provides energy as a 9 kilocalories every gram. It serves as a vehicle for fat soluble vitamins. It acts as a thermal insulators for the skin. Essential fatty acids are required for the body growth and structural integrity. The daily requirement of fats are 10 to 20 grams per day. Fats: deficiency of fats and its role in a disease. Fats and its role in a disease. First one is the obesity. If excessive amount of fats and oils are taken, it may develop the obesity. Then phrenoderma: deficiency of essential fatty acids in a diet is associated with rough and dried skin. Coronary heart disease, cancer, atherosclerosis, chronic swelling of parotid glands due to disturbances in a lipid metabolism. Here we are ending with this lecture. Thank you very much.